So here is what is causing me to sell my T-scale. This is the wall that decided to give up on me. That blue and silver tarp in the background, that's the outside. And we look here, we can see outside. Great. The layout used to be 2 decks. That used to be a 3-foot walkway. Now what, 3 inches? All right. So much of the layout has been disassembled. Here you can see the roundhouse. The building itself won't be savable. Alright, so we're looking at a test fit of the buildings here at the Griffin Mine, which is the first section of the new expansion. Starts there, and that's where the lift-out bridge, the other side of that water tower, way in the back here, it runs across to that landing. So we're looking at this part here where the water tower is. This is the branch line running past. And there's a switch right here. It feeds 2 tracks along the back wall of the Griffin coal mine, or Griffin Industries. So this is the proposed placement of the buildings. We have a water tower way out yonder in the sticks. That was supposed to be the site of the company office. Still may go there. We may do some moving. There's the man shaft right there. And behind it you can see slope number 1, and that's actual coal on the coal belt. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Or on the conveyor coal belt. Gee. Yes, you've seen this kit somewhere before. It's the Walter's famous gravel plant. Repurposed for coal. Some changes have been made. We'll take a real close look at him in a little bit. And we have the loading dock where supplies come in for the mine. And we have a powerhouse, which may actually wind up in that over that hole there, right in this area here on a hill. And it's an idea I'm working with, because then if I move that, I have another shaft I can put right there. Would be like a supply shaft, which is bigger than the man shaft. We have a truck dump. And a conveyor. So let's take a real close look at the coal mine. We'll show you some still pictures of it on the workbench. It is lighted. I don't have power on these boards, nor is the track finished. the boards that they're sitting on here are actually made removable. The idea was to pull them out once I figure out where the buildings go, do all the scenery, and then put them in permanent. So we'll take a quick look at our mine, or our tipple again. And there you can actually see the coal on the conveyor. Something bad happened to that power generator there. Not sure just what. Now you'll notice there's a lack of employees here. It's Sunday, everybody's at home. We're going to be getting some employees sooner or later. And this is the dump pit. Alrighty, so here's the little, I call it man shaft. This shaft is just big enough for the crew, the mine crews, to go down in. Really wouldn't be much of a supply shaft. It's lighted, its wires are hanging out. Eventually we're going to drill holes and anchor everything. We have some equipment and scrap equipment laying around. There's going to be a lot of that when it's done. In a second here we'll go over there and look at the loading dock. Here's a closer view of our loading dock and the dump trailer that I scratch built. And moving along, here is the power plant for the mine. This will be a coal-fired generation plant. Front doors seem to have fallen off already. Modern glue, I tell you. We have a bunch of equipment being stored that looks like scrap. The ventilation for the mine is here. We have a little warehouse, and it's planned there's going to be a road that kind of comes through here, works its way around under and back to the water tank. But this is Griffin Industries, and we're thinking that this hole that was made to protect the grain elevators from the first level, I might put like a 4-inch wall there and raise it up like a rock out crop and put the power plant up there, so that would open up this space here. But I also like it there, so there's some thought to be going on. And I think you've seen the Val Valley bridge that's been here for a little while. Nothing really changed there. Alright, now it's time to go look at the other half. Moving right along, the tracks now continue behind the TV. I think we posted something about that before. Hey, Norfolk Southern. They now come out, and this will be Hillcrest, this little corner here. And we're not sure of the station. The one thing we're sure of is where that freight depot is going. This station might get moved almost where that water tank is sitting, and that water tank will probably slide to the right. That's the current thinking. Anyway, as we slide down this passing siding, in the back you can see the real small yard, 2-track yard. And we have a crossover between the two, the main and the siding. And we have tracks that run out to a yard and a pile of work scrap. And this is where the layout ends. I still have boards to go across the door here. It's going to tuck right up into the corner there, just like this down here does. And that will be the end of the runaround, and the main will just imaginarily continue on that way. And where you see the space above the coal mine right here, we're going to fill that in, and that's going to be layout all the way back to the blackness there, which is the bottom of the attic stairs. And we're going to put lighting under there. On the right will be a 4-track yard, and there's a 12-inch long sliver. It's about 3 feet that we're not sure what industry is going to go in there. If you guys got an idea, let us know. The only problem is you're only going to view it from the long end. So we'll see how that goes. But I've had a whole bunch of different building ideas. That's why you see building bases where they are now, as I'm trying to figure out where things are going. So we're back at Griffin Industries, the mine, and going back to where we make the connection with the rest of the railroad. This is going to be Kern Valley. Going to be a porthole cut rock. I got a couple ideas. It's going to be a little out of the way place here that's only going to be viewed from by the door there. We're thinking Grimace would be the name. Here I put the bridge in and the lower bridge, the drawbridge down. That's the door to the end of the train room right here. And this is the new bridge, which simply lifts in and out, and it's going to have a plug at each end. And this is the junk pile. It keeps getting in my way, so I move it from one location to another. And where the track here, where it ties into the original. Now you'll notice that this is nice and dark here. We will be putting up valance lighting just like we did here, and we already have the valance lighting underneath. Griffin Industries is already installed, but these boards above, again, as you can see by the clamps, they're only temporary because they're going to come out so I can get the scenery done, so I don't have to stand on a ladder to do scenery. Well, like I fall head first into the layout and make a real mess of things. So for a while, Sutton's going to be dark. Maybe it's nighttime there. It does make for some pretty viewing. Oddly enough, this is also glacier gravel. So is this kit. And the one that really looks like it is our new plant here, the washer and crusher and tipple all in one. So that's an update on the Val Valley. Thanks for watching.